Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our presentation about GME, to the moon. My name is Remy Akdar. I'm an exchange student from Switzerland. Already been here for a semester. This is my second semester here now. And today, my group and I would like to present the topic about GME. Here's a short overview of what we're going to be talking about today. For example, what is GameStop? The story of GME, short squeeze, the reaction of Korean investors in the stock market, etc. So first of all, what is GameStop? GameStop is an American video game, consumer electronics, and gaming merchandise retailer. It's the world's largest video game retailer, and I'm sure you know it as the store you went to sell your old games and didn't get enough money back for that. And their prominence declined in the mid-2010s due to the shift of online storefronts. So what's the story behind GME? Reddit Wall Street Bet members discovered that certain hedge funds were heavily shorting or betting against certain stocks. And one of those stocks was GME. So around 3 million Wall Street Bets members decided they want to make the hedge funds lose money. So they started buying GameStop stocks, pushing the price up and trying to achieve a short squeeze. So the strategy began to work. The price skyrocketed from the beginning price of the year of $17.25 to an all-time high of $483. So now, what is short selling? Short selling is a tactic used by hedge funds and investors who predict a stock value will drop. They borrow shares of a stock before selling them back at market price, but at some point they need to buy them back and return them to the lender. So if the price of the stock decreases as predicted, they make money as they buy the stocks at a reduced price and return them and gain the profits on the difference. So what did Wall Street Bets members do? They tried to achieve a short squeeze. The stock price jumps higher, which forces short sellers to buy the stock to prevent greater losses. The purchase through the short sellers then in turn causes the price to even jump higher. So Wall Street Bets members noticed the huge short interest in GME by a lot of hedge funds. So they decided to buy a tremendous amount of shares, causing the price to skyrocket, resulting in great losses for hedge funds. Now I will let my next team member introduce the other topic.
Hi, I'm Soyeon Kim. From now on, let me give you more detailed information about why this phenomenon is called as finance rebellion. This is because, unlike usual, this time short selling is not used by some gigantic hedge fund, but by the group of individual investors. They are r/WSB, which stands for Reddit/Wall Street Bets. For those of you who are not familiar with Reddit, Reddit is a website where people post links and articles about their interest. And WSB is one of Reddit's online community that discuss over stocks, options, and other financial market matters. I may say it is kind of like 주식 갤러리 with user interface of Twitter. Next slide, please. More interesting part is that this phenomenon is not just a local thing. This attracts the individual investor all around the world. For example, as you can see from the data we tried from Sabre KSD, run by 한국 위탁결제원, shows that in the top 50 foreign stocks bought in Korea from last year December to March this year, GME ranked third place, total 2,409,720,293 in US dollar. So it is about 2조 7천억 in Korean dollar. Yeah, it is very huge. It seems like finance market is getting more and more borderless very fast, which is a great signal for internationalization. My next team member will present further.
Hi, I'm Liu Ke. I'm also an exchange student from United International College in China. I will present how Korean investors and Korean financial stock market react to GME. There was a short selling ban which was issued in March 2020 to protect local Korean financial market under the pandemic situation. But nowadays, there are two different voices about this short selling ban. The Korean retail investors required to extend this ban to exclude those foreign short sellers, while IMF said that since the situation is getting better, the government should expand this ban and give more freedom to the market. Now, let's see how Korean institutions get involved in the trading of GME. No, back to the last slide. Musk was the former ninth largest holder of GME before February of this year, as it was disclosed that GME's share price was only $4 per share in last year, but it skyrocketed to $347 owning in a short period. So Musk sold off all its shares and earned about $1 billion in total. Now let's see how the FX rate on the date Musk sold off all its shares. And the exchange rate was 1,100 Korean won per US dollar. Although it was not the highest among these days, it is still a huge number, about 1 trillion Korean wons that Musk has earned. Now, our next partner will talk about the last part.
Hello, my name is Il-QE. I am a GBA student, and I will talk about several controversies and pinpoint thoughts about current power to the players and what is next to come. Starting with controversies and issues, from the beginning of GME event, and as it got worsened, there have been many disputes and discussions about its impact on market and players. On January 28, 2021, Robinhood and many other brokers disallowed any additional purchase of GME stock. Melvin Capital lost 50% of its value in January due to short selling of GME and got a loan of $2 billion from competitors. Many class action lawsuits have already been filed against brokers. Many people mention all they want is just to get their money back from losses in 2008 financial crisis or just to have revenge against the Wall Street giants. With this kind of events occurring, there are ongoing controversy and view about whether a GME case should be seen as market manipulation or free will of investment caused by emotional motives. From GME case and its results, we have also identified power of player has been moved greatly toward retail traders. From the above graph, we can notice retail trading now accounts for almost as much volume as mutual funds and hedge funds combined. And finally, to mitigate chaos in the stock market, investigations are planned by US Congress and SEC. Also, congressional hearings regarding online trading and protection of retail investors are also planned. And there are still ongoing class action lawsuits against brokers. And despite this kind of regulations and investigations, there has been recent rise in GME stock value. Now, this is all for our presentation, and we would love to hear your opinion and in iCampus. Thank you.